Hi everyone, welcome to a 5-part series for GRE. Over the time of 2 years and taking GRE twice myself, I've done a lot of research about the resources and talked to people who have scored like 338, realizing my mistakes on the way. In this 4-part series, I'm combining all of it together. GRE stands for Graduate Record Examination. It's out of a score of 340, and a good score, now you can say it's very subjective to person, can be around 320. If you look at average scores from all the population who has taken tests between July 1, 2015 and June 30, 2018, you will see that the mean score was 115 verbal and 153 in quant with a AWA score of 3.55. If you cannot understand it, it's okay, I'll tell you exactly what all of it is about. Now, if you pinpoint to Indian population, that is everyone on my channel, the verbal score is 145.5 and quant average is 155. Did you see the difference there? The AWA on an average is 3.1. Now, this average score is from 80,000 people. If you want to separate out engineering fields, the average quant goes up to 159 and the verbal goes up to 148.5, which is really good. But the overall pattern which we see here is that we are not doing as well in verbal as other. Now, as you can make out, all of us really struggle in verbal, and GRE is all about relatability. For example, how many percentages of people are getting above a certain percentile and what the universities want to choose. I've mentioned this before and I want to mention it again, that GRE is not the only thing which will help you in admissions, but it can really hinder your chances, as all the universities consider GRE and SATs for GRE for masters, SATs for undergrad as a cut-off criteria. Okay, let's chart it out. What should be done and what shouldn't be done. The first thing which you should think about is taking a mock test. Take out 3 to 4 hours and take a mock test. Watch this video till the end and just take a mock test, nothing else. A mock test without any preparation will tell you which areas you need to improve and how much preparation you need before actually taking the test. I'm leaving a link of the free test given by Kaplan. You can choose any one you'd like. I would not recommend the ETS ones. We'll keep that for the end of the whole GRE prep. To tell you how the test works, here is a 2-minute explanation. The GRE test is divided into three sections: analytical writing assessment, which has issue essay and which has an argument essay. Issue essay is 30 minutes and argument essay is 30. I'll tell you more about these essays in their own AWA video. So GRE Quant, it could be either 3 sections or 2 sections. Each section is 35 minutes with 20 questions, whereas GRE Verbal, each section is 30 minutes with 20 questions. It depends on that day itself whether you will get 3 sections of verbal and 2 sections of quant, or you'll get 3 sections of quant and 2 sections of verbal. Let's talk about the marking scheme. First thing which you should know is not each section is weighed the same. GRE is based on section adaptive algorithm. Each section is static and the questions within section carry equal points. The performance on first section will determine the difficulty on the next section. The questions within a section do not change. What varies is the overall weight of the section itself. Now, if you're going to ask me, how does the GRE test adapt? Now, let's take an example of quant. If you get 15 or more questions correct on the first section, then the second section, it's going to be hard difficulty level. If you score 10 or more, but less than 15 questions correct on the first section, then the second section is a medium difficulty level. And lastly, if you score less than 10 questions correct on the first section, then the second section will be easy difficulty level. For verbal, if you get 13 or more questions correct on the first section, then the second section is a hard difficulty level. If you score 8 or more but less than 13 sections, then it will be medium difficulty level. And as you guys know, if you do less than 8 questions correct in the first verbal section, the next section will be easy difficulty level. Now, the reason of this adaptive difficulty level is because they want to average out the kind of scores you're getting. Like if the first section is difficult, second section is going to be easy, and vice versa. That's why not each question is 1 point. Honestly, I wanted to tell you this information because this information matters to you. But don't worry about it. Take this out of your mind and just practice and practice and practice. That's all it matters. Talking about AWA, usually you need like a 3.4 and 3.5 and above. And honestly, it's not that difficult. But check with the university you're applying to. All of the universities have these kind of minimum requirements where you have to mention that, hey, where you have to exactly, where you will have the information that you have to score 160 plus for quant, maybe in mechanical engineering, and 150 plus in verbal, or 145 plus in verbal if you're doing for some kind of course which is English literature related. Obviously, you'll have to score better in verbal and also on your AWA. So it depends. For example, if somebody's course has a minimum requirement of AWA 4.0, then you would have to get AWA 4.0 because otherwise you do not meet the minimum requirements of that particular course. Let's talk about the time. The first section would be AWA. There will be an issue essay, there will be an argument essay. Those are 30 minutes. You'll get 1 minute of break and then you will be switched to quant or verbal. It depends which one you're gonna get. If you're getting verbal first, then again you're gonna get quant, then verbal, then quant, then verbal. 3 sections of verbal. If you get quant first, then you're gonna get 3 sections of quant and 2 sections of verbal. 1 hour of AWA, 35 minutes of quant or 30 minutes of verbal, and then you get 10 minutes break. Drink water, use the restroom. Honestly, one tip which I would like to give you here is do not drink a lot of water because you do not want to be irritated by the sensation that you want to pee during the test. So I don't care, dehydrate yourself or in the break, just drink a little sip of water, small sip of water. Do not gulp like a whole bottle of water because you would still have like 4 sections to complete after that 10 minutes break. Also replenish your sheets and we'll talk about that later again. So after that 10 minutes break, there will be either a verbal section or a quant section, a verbal section or a quant section, a verbal section or a quant section. Last section is usually unscored section. Among the 3 sections, it could be either quant or verbal. You're gonna get 1 unscored section. You do not know which one it's gonna be, so just spend as much time as you can and get as many questions as you can. Now that you know what is GRE and how it is timed, now in the next video I'll be talking about everything verbal which you want to know. Verbal in the GRE is something everyone wants to avoid. I get so many emails saying that what if I score good in quant and leave verbal? Well, stay tuned for that answer because I'm going to answer that in the second part of this whole series. So thank you so much guys for watching, and until then I'll see you in the next one.